Hi again, all. This is Brick City Brown Chick coming at you with this week's short topic. And today I'm going to discuss something I have no personal experience with, but I know several people who have. And that is divorce. It is never easy when one or both parties decide that a marriage is over, whether it's a recent marriage, a long term marriage, you thought this was going to be for the rest of your life marriage. It's never easy when someone decides, that's it, I'm done, there is no fixing this is over. And I thought about this topic this week in particular. We are about 2 weeks past the US presidential election. And I know a lot of people have been feeling sad and angry and frustrated and just don't know what their next move is. So, this is really a conversation for mostly my female listeners. Something you need to understand is that the Republicans moving forward have a plan to get rid of something called no fault divorce. Now, what does no fault divorce mean? Not all states have no fault divorce. That's the first thing to understand. And the second thing is, it is what the name implies. It means that one or both parties want to end the marriage and they don't want to assign fault. In other words, if a woman files for divorce, she doesn't want to say, this is my husband's fault because he abused me, because he's on drugs. She doesn't want to assign fault to it. She just says, I want a divorce because this isn't working and I just want to be done with it. So that's what no fault divorce means. In some states, it's seen as irreconcilable differences, which could mean anything. You have a different lifestyle. You had agreed not to have children, and now he wants to have children. Irreconcilable differences can mean a whole lot of things. So, no fault divorce is you're not assigning fault to yourself or to your spouse. You're just saying, this isn't working, I'm done, and I'm out of here. The reason Republicans want to end no fault divorce is because most no fault divorces are initiated by women. And it's also a case where men feel like they're being left for reasons they don't understand, or at least they claim not to understand. That is frequently not the case. If your marriage reaches the point where somebody wants to get divorced, you understand what the problems are. But Republicans look at no fault divorce as it's a right women have that they don't want women to have, and B, it breaks up families. And they have this very twisted view of what family is and what it isn't and what it should be. Our incoming vice president has even said that women should stay in marriages that are abusive because it's still better for the children. It's just really insane thinking, but that is how these people think. So, what I want to say to my female listeners and viewers who are considering getting divorced, do your homework. Look at your state laws, whether you have no fault divorce or if you have to give specific reasons for wanting to get divorced. This is not always true, but it usually breaks down to if you live in a blue state, I live in a blue state, we have no fault divorce. If you live in a red state, the likelihood that you have no fault divorce is slim. So that's my first piece of advice: do your homework. My second piece of advice is get yourself a good lawyer. You're going to need to do your homework and your research about the divorce lawyers in your state. Get yourself a good divorce lawyer who will also give you good advice on what the state law is. And my third piece of advice, which is the most important, is put your plan in motion now, right now. There is no telling of how quickly the new administration is going to move on its plans for changing America and changing American laws. But if the people they have so far nominated for important posts is any indication, they plan to move quickly. So you need to plan to move quickly. If your relationship is at the point where you realize there is no fixing it and you want to get out, you need to make that plan and get out while you still can. Not a happy topic, I understand, but a necessary topic, especially as we get into the holiday season and how this time of year really ramps up stress on relationships, on people, on parents, on children. And if this is your breaking point, you need to make your plan and get it in motion. Okay, so that is my advice, short term content for this week. I want to thank everybody for coming back and joining us. Please subscribe to the page if you haven't done that already. That should be down here at the bottom somewhere. And if you have any thoughts or any comments, please leave them on our community page and I will get back to you. Thanks. Hope everybody has a good holiday. Bye bye.